Yeah, it's minus 16 out, and we got freaking snow. And it's freaking windy again. It's like a freaking blizzard out here. For freak's sakes. Look at this crap. Look at this crap. This is crap. Maybe, I don't know how good you can see it on your phone, but, or how good you guys can see it, but it's snowing like a bitch. Snowing like a bitch. Really? For fuck's sake. Tired of it. God. But anyways, how's she going today, guys? So I got my heater going here again. And funny thing is, I got a little hole here in my plastic. And I actually thought I felt some warm air coming out of that. But anyways, I always do that. God damn it. I redid my plastic here, and come on, let's do what I gotta do here. There. I redid some of my plastic. This one's coming down. I don't know why that one's coming down, but it is. That would explain all my leakage. Again. You can actually just sit up there. There. Okay, so yeah, that's not the best. Yeah, I got my heater going again. I had it sit in my bedroom, and I think when the heater kicks on in my room, it warms this thing up because then I could smell it frickin' cooking again. So I really need to keep using this or something. And I'd walked away from it for a little while, not even like probably 10 minutes. I put a couple things in front of the wheels just so it couldn't roll forward if it wanted to. It never really would have anyway. But I redid this plastic over here. You guys remember there was kind of a gaping hole here. Well, it's not so gaping now. There's still a little gap. Not as bad now. Still on the floor, you know. It's still on the floor. So that's the way it should be. But it's never really going to be perfect anyway because the building's not insulated, obviously. So it's never really going to be exactly perfect. But yeah, I might just let this heater run for a while, and because I can't, you know, I don't mind it out here so much, but when it's in my room, I smell it all day long, and it just gets annoying. So it's like, yeah, I think it's time to break her in again. See, I got that disc thing popping up again too. That must be like a hibernate mode or something for it. So it's kind of buzzing a little bit too. Interesting. But yeah, give you guys a quick update because I'll be gone. I think tomorrow, most of tomorrow anyway. I think I'll be gone. Yeah, I have. This will be today's video, but I got a video coming up probably tomorrow because I probably won't feel like doing a lot. So I made this video. Made it yesterday, actually. I made it yesterday, and I put it together and stuff. I guess my mom forgot to give me these videos. And for you people that follow me on Instagram, you know what the hell I'm talking about. But for you regular YouTube people, you don't. But it was a video from last year, and I guess she kind of forgot to give it to me or whatever. Or I forgot that she could. I didn't really think of it, but I guess she can actually send her videos to my phone, and then I can use them from there. So it's a good thing that she hung on to those videos for me. So I put those videos to good use. Now it's only going to be about a minute, and that's including my intro and my ending outro thingy, whatever. That one will be, the video's only about a minute or so long, maybe about a minute and a half, not too long. So that'll probably be tomorrow's video because I probably won't feel like doing a whole hell of a lot. So, but yeah, and to well, for most of you YouTubers, I know I was telling one guy, must have been that Clayton guy or something. It was someone I was telling. It had to have been him. I know that we were talking about some LED lights and stuff, and I know that I told him that I ordered that, that one of those LED light kit things. Not the light bar, but there's that other light Dewey. I showed him, so he knows what I'm talking about. But for the rest of you, you won't know until payday. Or if you watched the other video, you would see the links. But there was, yeah, I got that for a little bit cheaper. It's gonna take a wee while to get here. I'm thinking probably this week or next week sometime. But I also had ordered a couple other things that are going to be a surprise. Well, they're nothing super huge, but I don't want to ruin the videos, you know. So, but I got a couple other things coming too. I got one. One thing was originally like $80 when they're, you know, if you just buy them from whoever. They're originally like $80, but this guy was selling them for, I think it was 40. Well, the grand total was $50, but that was with shipping and tax too. So it was about $50 there. So I got like 39% off on the order, and all the stuff is coming by eBay too. So I got one thing coming that was $50, and then I ordered another thing that was kind of, well, when that was all done, that was like 30 something too. So, but we had one of those little Deweys. I'm not going to tell you what they are because I don't want to ruin the video, but we had one of those before on the little things, and I quit. It wouldn't work anymore, and of course that came with the house. So it's like, well, I wonder if I can find anything about the same. Now this one I had was wired, and this one the one that I'm getting now is wireless. So I had a wireless one before too, quite a few years ago when I lived back at the farm, and that one, I guess the screws got rusted or something. I never could get it open again. So I guess it didn't do any good to put it on. I mean, it was always getting wet all the time too. It's probably not the best thing for them because they get wet so much. But they are designed to be waterproof, so I don't know. But whatever. You probably could just take the screws out and I suppose and replace them with something else, or you could just tape it together or whatever you had to do, right? But so yeah. So I got 3 things coming, I believe. Excuse me. And one is those LED lights for Big Red. I wanted to get them for the John Deere too, but I think I'm gonna wait maybe for when they get them back in stock again. There was only like 2 left from that one guy. I ordered the lights on eBay because I could get it for so much cheaper than on the other website. And if you ordered the lights on their website, it would have taken like a month for them just to even process it. And I'm like, I'm not waiting that fucking long. So even though I don't need them, but you know, they were kind of, it was fairly, I don't know, maybe it was fairly cheap though too. I don't know, but it, you know, that's bullshit. So I just said the hell with it. So I went and ordered them on eBay, and of course there was a little bit for shipping, you know, and stuff, but that's not too bad though. It was still way cheaper than getting it on their website. So yeah. And I also think it was Clayton, if I remember. He didn't know I was like a farmer or anything like that. So he's been kind of checking out some of my farming videos. But I got another one coming up for you too. It was actually the one that I just got to telling you about, the one that Mom forgot to give me the videos on. So that's another farming video there. But it was, you know, like I said, it was only a minute and a half. So because he didn't really know. I do have some other farming videos too. So you should go check them out. I got some from like last year and stuff. So you just have to kind of go through my videos and you'll find lots of videos there. But I got another one coming up. That'll probably be, like I said, tomorrow's video because I won't feel like doing a lot tomorrow. That video's already up on YouTube. I think I could put a schedule on it and schedule the time so it uploads. But I think I'll be home before then anyway. So I don't really use the scheduled thing on my videos. I have tried it. It works pretty good, but I don't I'm always, around my computer where I can just simply do it myself. If you were going to go on vacation and you had made videos ahead of time and you want them to go up throughout the weeks, well then that's how you would do it. You would use the scheduler. So that's what that's for. And I don't really need it because I'm always behind my computer anyway, so I can just manually do it myself and not have a problem. So, but yeah, so like I said, I got another small farming video coming up. Like I said, that'll probably be tomorrow. And I got the LED light coming. Like I said, I wanted to get one for the John Deere too, but I don't know. I don't think I'll do it anytime soon. I'm not even sure if they'll remake those or not, or if that's the last of them or what. But there's some other ones too you can get on eBay and stuff, So I guess I could make them work as well. But for now, we're gonna do Big Red because I kind of need to get something up on Big Red. So. And the crazy thing is, too, see, today and tomorrow, it's supposed to be the coldest. Right, with the wind right now, today, it is minus 16. Which I don't know why it's snowing, but it is. Usually it snows at like 20. So, unless there's a snowstorm that came from somewhere else where it was warmer. But that usually never happens either, but whatever. So, today and tomorrow are going to be the coldest. And then I guess after that, it's supposed to start getting warmer. It's supposed to start getting hell of a lot warmer than that. I think after tomorrow, it's supposed to get into the 20s. And then slowly go up throughout the days. And then I think on the one day, they were even talking close to 50 Fahrenheit. So, whatever that would be in Celsius for you Canadian people. I could go look on my thermostat thing outside because that tells me the Canadian temperatures too, but I'm not going out there. So, yeah. So that's kind of a major jump, but to tell you the truth, I don't even know if it'll come or if it'll happen because I think they did that last year too. They're saying, oh, well, this week's going to get in the 40s and the 50s, and here it was still minus 20, and a bunch of horseshit. And then apparently, somewhere more out west kind of way, not like by California, but more that direction, where the mountains are there. Apparently, they're getting some snow, and they're supposed to get up to like 2 feet. I think that was last night that was supposed to happen, or yesterday, because I was kind of watching the news on that. And so, well, I thought the frickin' my TV show was on, and here it was just a frickin' news on the snowstorm that they were getting. I think it was called, the TV show was called Highway Through Hell or whatever. It's a tow truck company thing that they're up in Canada. And I like watching that show, so. But instead of that, they had the freaking news on because, when it storms somewhere, they have to put it all over the world. They just can't let us watch our programs, but whatever. They did that when New York was getting hammered too, and apparently they're getting hammered again. Or they were yesterday, I think it was. I don't know. I know that they named some freaking snowstorms. They named the one out by, out west, and then they named the one out east. So usually when they name them, that means that they're pretty freaking big, snowstorms. So, and surprisingly, we haven't had anything for the last month and a half. It's been fairly nice. I mean, yeah, it's snowing now, but that that ain't gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna cry over it. I mean, it might put a little bit, a thin layer of powder on the ground, but it ain't worth, scraping up, so. But whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna worry about it. But knowing our luck, we'll probably get one more dumping of snow. We usually do, more towards the end. We'll get one more big snowstorm, and then of course it'll be wet and heavy. I hate that shit. But I just want to freaking get the goddamn, the plow off Big Red and get the freaking weights off and be done with it. But I'm not going to bitch about it because this has been a pretty good year. I mean, I've only plowed probably about 5 times this year. Maybe 6, I don't know. In the years before, like last year, I must have went out like 20 times, So, well, and in the year before that too, I was out. I swear I was out like every other day or every day, once a day, plowing snow. It was just snowing so much. And a lot of you guys, a lot of your new subscribers, I think I made a video on it, not last year, but the year before, but we had so much snow at the end of the driveway. Well, there's two stories actually there. I'm going to talk about the driveway. It might have been the year before. It was whenever the winch, I didn't have the winch in Big Red. I had broke it, and I had taken it out because I was waiting for a new one to show up. I had a hard time getting anyone down here, to even clean my driveway out. So this stuff was hard too. So what I ended up doing was, my mom was on the shovel, and I was up on Big Red, and I was actually running the snow over with the tire of Big Red. It was actually, because it was done from the road grader. So what I would do is I would use the tire as like a cutter, and I would cut the snowbank in half, and I would just kind of keep making chunks, and she would scrape it up and throw it into a pile. So that's how I cleaned my driveway out that one year. That was a pretty bad year for us. So because it sucked because I didn't have a winch. I didn't have the new winch right away. So, and I think it was also that same year, might have been that same year or something like that. At the end of the driveway, but not on the driveway. It was more, on the lawn. We had a pile of snow up to this beam here. This beam. Not sure how high that would be off the ground. It could be 10 feet maybe. I don't know. So, but that's all. We had a lot of, you if you're in the car or something, you couldn't see over it. Because I was just so fed up with having to shovel at all times that I just started, because sometimes I would take the snow to certain areas and I would shovel it there and then stack it, but I got fed up with it and I just started stacking it there. So then it ended up in a pretty big monster pile. Of course, my grandma was getting mad at me. Well, you stacked the snow too damn high. Well, then get your ass down here with the snowblower and blow it out for me. I don't have a winch, so can't help it. I have the winch now, so obviously I'm just taking all the shit right across the street and stacking it there in the ditch, and then the road grader can push it further into the ditch. But it hasn't been that bad every year. This year. So I'm always trying something new. I mean, this is the new way now of me plowing. I used to plow different. Every year I would plow a little bit different because I'm trying to figure out, which way would be the best. And so far, this way I'm doing it now, it's been working pretty good. So keep the blade straight, take all the shit in the driveway, and just take it right across the street. And I don't plow as much of the mailbox I used to. I used to just used to plow half the lawn too, the stacked snow there. Well, now I'm just kind of just scraping what I need to, and I just take that off to the side. And it works a little quicker. I made more room back here because last year I ran out. Well, some areas I ran out of room, but this year I got a lot of room. I made more room this year. And I didn't even really need it because we didn't get that much snow. But you just don't know. So, but I got more than enough stacking space. So I actually lost a couple of feet of stacking space because of the drift, because it was windy that one day. I could have busted it up and pushed it back over again, but I got so much room I don't need to. I don't have to worry about it. I got enough room, so I'm just gonna let it go, and I'll have plenty of room. So, but yeah, so yeah, my heater's still working pretty good. I think I got kind of a gap here, so I might be getting cold air in that way too. I don't plan on staying in here too much longer, so, but, yeah, so, that's the plans for the next wee while here. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll probably be most likely gone, so I'm going to not make a video, but I got a video already made up for tomorrow, so all I have to do is post that, and I'm done with it. And most of you guys will like it, because, well, for one, it's a short video. It's not these, 20, 30-minute videos, so, but, yeah, so, I guess that's pretty much it then. Hopefully, we don't get any more snow. I know that we will, but I haven't driven Big Red in a while, so he'll probably end up pissing oil again, but whatever. So, stupid heater, heat up my shop. Yeah, it's gonna be so hard to heat this sumbitch. Yeah, I also seen a heater. There's another heater on Northern Tool. I might possibly get that maybe in a couple of years if they still make them. That one takes propane or natural gas, whatever which one you choose to have. But that one requires no electricity. You don't need to have it wired, so it just needs to be hung on a wall and the gas line run out, and that's it. So that was about $200 too, so it was pretty expensive. I mean, it could have even been $300. I don't know. But that, depending on what size you get, I think they heat up to about 300 square feet. It'd be obviously a lot more powerful than this thing, but you know, this is much better than this one. So, but maybe in a couple of years we'll upgrade to that heater. I know a gas company or a propane company that we used to deal with them years ago. When we lived back at the farm, we had one of their tanks at our house, and we had one of the big tanks. I think we had the biggest tank we could possibly get from them. And that, of course, that tank only lasted probably about a couple of months because the house was just so freaking, you know, it leaked so much air everywhere. So, but on there it says that they recommend a 100 pound tank or larger or whatever it was. You can't get those little 20-pound cans. They're not going to last. I mean, you'd probably burn that in minutes just trying to even get it to start. So they recommend the big tanks. So, but for that, it's just got it's not like a manual. Well, it's kind of like a manual ignition, but you don't need to use a match. You just push a button and it'll cause it to spark, and then you'll get your propane lit. So that's why it doesn't recommend electricity like this heater would. So you just need your tank of propane and have your guy running out, and there you go. So propane tanks are pretty expensive, and of course to get a full tank is pretty expensive. I know that when we had the big tanks, the big tanks, it would cost us about $1,000 to have it just completely filled right to the top. $1,000 for a tank of propane. So I don't think I need a big tank like that. I mean, I'm not gonna use it a lot. You know, I mean, it'll only be in the wintertime. So, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably going to, like I said, I don't know if I should maybe insulate. Well, I know I'm gonna do the ceiling. That's gonna be done for sure. But I don't know if I should really do the walls yet. I could probably do most of these walls, but for this wall right here, the west wall, I could do about most of that too, but I'd have to probably leave a little bit open so he could run his line through. And then once he's done, I could just put the insulation over it or whatever. So, because that one's gonna be hung on the wall, so that one's gonna obviously probably gonna go where the air compressor is right now, which you guys can't see that because you're not in that. Well, it wouldn't matter if I did that anyway. You can't see it because the plastic's in the way, but you can see my hose reel. So it's there somewhere. So unless it's been stolen. But yeah, so that's probably where I'll end up probably putting that. Even though I could probably just get away with it, you know, being somewhere else. Well, actually, I probably could because I like my air compressor there. So, because that's obviously where my hose reel is. So, I know some people are saying, well, just get a wooden stove, you know, and stuff. But see, that's the thing. I don't want to have to chop up wood and have to start a fire ahead of time. When I could simply just get like a propane heater or something like that and let it go for not even like an hour. Well, not even an hour, really. You know, I mean, it takes time to get that wood to, to light, and if the wood's wet, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it to start. So that's why I figured it'd be better to just get something propane. Maybe I'll put the link below to the heater that I'm looking at, and you guys can check it out and tell me what you think. I might look at it some more. I know I was just reading it in the book. I don't even know if that heater's even still out, but because that was in the old catalog, so I don't know if they even still make that heater. But if they do, I'll put the link below Tell me what you guys think. If you think that would be better. I think that one did about 300 square feet. And I don't think this is 300 square feet. So, like the whole shop, you know. I don't think it's 300 square feet. So, but, yeah. And you can hear that it's windy out there because my door is banging. Stupid thing. Wish I could just get a new door for the fucking shop. That would be nice. I was going to get one, but he never would give me a price on one. So, gave me a price on one up on the house. But the one on the house is more damaged than this one. I mean, this one I could get easily another, 15, 20 years out of this door, but it's just not the best door. It's not insulated or anything. So, yeah, that's probably what I'll end up probably doing. I'll probably just end up maybe I'll just end up getting a new door for the shop too. I don't know. I mean, either way, it's going to work. I mean, well, you're going to have to insulate it. That would sure make a hell of an improvement. I mean, it'd probably make such an improvement, I probably wouldn't even have to have the fucking door insulated. I could probably actually leave the door open a little bit, because it'd probably get too hot in here. Especially if you went with propane, those sons of bitches can really make a lot of heat. So, that's what I like about propane. And the air is not so freaking dry. I can't stand, this heater I don't think would do it, but I know the baseboard heaters in my house, they make the air awful dry. And, of course, and in the morning my throat's just completely dry, and it hurts, I can't swallow, and, could also be another fact, too, that maybe I'm allergic to my cats, too, I don't know, but, because I can't breathe all that well now, either, I think it's getting worse, so, especially at night. During the day, it's alright, because I'm standing up, but when you're laying down in bed, you just don't get any air. So then you're pretty much forced to breathe through your mouth, and then, well, that makes it even drier, too, so you get kind of dickered either way, So, I wonder if this damn thing would ever even heat this corner if I let this thing run all day. Of course, 60 degrees is quite the fucking demand for it. I bet you if I turned it down, let's turn this down to 50. And see if it does anything after a little while. Because, 60 degrees is it's trying to heat this little area to 60 degrees, and it's not going to do it. It would if it was insulated. It wouldn't be a problem at all, but it's just, the walls are so, they're just, well, they're not freezing cold. Well, this one never would be, because the sun's always kind of beating on it. But, the north ones would, the north one would be, so, but this one's not too bad. I mean, it's a little bit chilly, but not too bad. But, yeah, whoever made this shop, well, it was never really designed to be a shop. It's just designed to hold junk, pretty much. It was never really designed to be a workshop, so that's why it's in such piss-poor condition. It was never really maintained since day one, from the way I can fucking tell. But they must have planned on using it for something, because why did they put a workbench in here? It's an awful tiny little sumbitch, it's only about 48 inches. I think I measured it one time, it was a 48 inch, so it's not a fairly big, looking for my tape measure, but I can't find it. Oh, it's down at the bottom there. I'm pretty sure it was a 48 inch, 48 inch workbench. So, okay, can you stay there now without coming out? No, you cannot. You are a dick. Okay, well, never mind then. But I'm sure it was 48 inches anyway, because I think I measured it one time and it said 48 or something like that. So can you stay there now? How about now? Now? Yeah, it looks like it's possibly a 47 inch. So it's almost a 4 foot, little section, so it's not too bad. And yeah, I was reading that upside down for once. I normally can't read tape measures upside down. I'm trying to train myself to do that. You see people on YouTube doing it just perfectly fine, so they're like, what the hell, why can't I freaking do it? Come on, let's go in. Come on. Damn, brake's not even holding. You don't want the brake to hold anyway, but This is my old tape measure, and the brakes are not too good on it anymore. So, it never really holds. There we go. Okay. I'm going to probably get another one of those. What brand is this anyway? I don't think it was a Stanley. KR Tools. Well, that's an old freaking tape measure anyway. I got Stanley Tools, so I think I'll probably end up getting a Stanley tape measure. I was going to get a DeWalt one, but... So, yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what happens on... we'll see what those lights look like when they come. Now, I told Clayton, if I'm saying your name right, Clayton, that's what it sounds like, that I wasn't sure when those lights are going to show up. Well, the thing is, the lights, I don't know. Possibly this week or next week sometime, but the radio, or not the radio, what the hell did I call it a radio for? Well, something like that anyway. The two things that I ordered, one of them is supposed to show up on the 5th, which is just a couple days from now. So and I just ordered it yesterday. So that's fairly good shipping. Fairly good. That's actually pretty damn fucking good right there. I just ordered it yesterday, and it's already they're saying possibly the 5th that it could be here. The other thing, not sure. Probably at the end of the week it'll probably show up. My other Dewey. Like I said, I got 2 other Deweys coming too, besides the LED light. So, yeah, just the only thing is I hope that this stuff works. The lights that I ordered on eBay, I think they're coming from all the way from Hong Kong. Yes, all the way from Hong Kong. Can't find anything here in the fucking U.S. So that's got to get shipped across seas, and that's got to get, of course, over here to UPS and freaking whatever from there. But I hope that they don't come broken, because I hate fucking making claims, you know. That fucking sucks. And I hope they don't get lost, because then they got to make a claim there too, and that fucking sucks. Because I had that before, and it took me for like ever to get my money back. That was actually for my PS3 mic that I had ordered. It got lost, and I made a claim on it, and they're like, well, it's going to take you a while to get your money back. Wow, you can sure take it in a hell of a hurry, though. You can take your money within like 20 minutes, but then it takes me a week to get my money back. Like, really? Jesus. So, yeah, whatever. So hopefully the lights will come not broken and not defective or anything like that. And my other Deweys, hopefully they'll show up not broken or damaged or anything. I kind of fucked up too, because the thing that I ordered, I was looking for one that could get hung up on a wall. Couldn't find one. Okay, and the one that I ordered cannot be hung on a wall. It has to sit on a shelf or a table or something. Well, then there was a guy on YouTube that gave me. He didn't give me a link. He didn't give me a link, but he gave me a name to the same thing that I was looking at, but it's just a different model. And he said, "This is the one that you want. The one that gets hung up on the wall." I was like, "Really? Should have did that yesterday or the day before, because now I just ordered this one. So what's going to probably end up happening now is, well, I'm going to keep this one, obviously, because I want one that gets hung up on a wall, so I can get it out of the freaking way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably buy, and the one that gets hung up on the wall is actually a lot cheaper. That's like $20, $30. When this one's like almost $80, brand new. You know, I got it on sale for like $50. So, well, $47 something. I don't know, but there's shipping and tax too. So. So I have to, so what's going to happen is when I order the second one now, which will probably be in a few months, I don't really need it now. So the one that's coming now, I'm going to use that one for a wee while. And then when I order the other one, I'm going to give this one, the one that's coming now, I'm going to give that one to Mom, and she can put that in her bedroom. And then the newer one that will be ordering later on, the one that can get hung up on the wall, that's the one I'm going to keep. I'm going to hang that up on my wall. So, and then the other Dewey that's coming, that one's going to get hung up in the kitchen. It's not the same thing. It's a little bit different. You'll see in the video. I'm not going to ruin the fun, so I'm not going to tell you. But maybe I'll give you a sneak peek or something at some point, I guess. Maybe. Probably not. Can't promise you that, but whatever. So, it's kind of funny how, you know, it seems like when I turned it down, it's like the heater's not doing as good. It's kind of, come on, let's go back up to 60. That's kind of interesting, but whatever. But yeah, it's always going to keep heating because it's never going to, because I think this thing's got it's got a timer on it too where you can set it to turn on like every hour or something like that. But I think once this thing gets to the temperature that it wants, the heater will turn off and it'll start to cool down, and it'll stay off until it senses that it's cold again. So, not sure how cold it'll get before it kicks on again, but probably would say in the book, but I don't really read the books. I just read how to use the buttons and stuff, and that's it, you know, and what to do to them. So, but, yeah. So, be looking forward to those things coming. Still have to save up a little bit of money for the router box. I'm hoping that some things on eBay will sell, so that'll help pay for that. And I still got to get my router box too. And I still got a fair chunk of cash left for that, but it's still nowhere near enough. And then, of course, if I sell something on eBay, I have to use some of that money to pay for the shipping on that. So, but I'll make that back on the item that is sold on eBay. So, yeah. So, anyways, guys, I guess I'll probably take off. Do apologize for a long video. I know it's kind of boring, but just want to keep you guys up to date, and so. But hopefully, the stuff will show up sometime this week and not have a problem, not be defective or broken or anything like that. So, I think what I'll do is I'll just maybe shut this off because I'm not going to use it anymore. I'm about done. So, much brighter here too. And I haven't had my top lights plugged in for a wee while either. I don't even know if they'll even kick on. Oh yeah. They're a little warm, but I've just been leaving my top lights unplugged because I don't need them. I just been running I think I could probably run all three actually anyways, but I don't really need to. Since I'm just standing in this corner, this light's more than bright enough to do what I gotta do here. So, but yeah, so guys, I'll probably take off. I do, like I said, I do have a video planned for tomorrow. You know, it's not a super big video, so, but like I think Clayton's been kind of wanting to see some farming videos and stuff. So, but there is some other ones, but I got a new one coming up for you too, so you can check that one out. It's already getting cold already. And then you can, there you go, watch that video. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to probably take off because I don't have anything else to talk about. And, yeah, I guess when the stuff shows up, I'll make a video of them and probably do them separate, though. And then, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I guess I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.